Stream's up. Okay. I'm just gonna take a sip of water and then we'll get going. Nothing occurred. Surely the pig 71D thing happens again, where like I get progress on this and then 5 minutes later someone wins their golden. Surely that's what happens here. I was like actually getting attached to that descent run. Who walks back onto the platform after walking off it. I think this is going to be my last, like, proper attempt session of 2025. If I stream tomorrow, I'm just going to do, like, a low hit. Like, 1, maybe 2 low hits. Probably just 1, though. Because I could already smash the 16 hit. I actually know what I'm doing on early game now. Almost at a 60% Gemini pass rate? I guess so, yeah, I guess yesterday really was just that good, huh? I think every school website is just destined to, like, be completely non-functional. Name one functional educational website that, like, you actually are, like, forced to use on a regular basis. I don't think I can. My school doesn't use Google Suite, so I can't speak to that. We were on Microsoft Teams. We were deep in the shit. And then in high school they pivoted to fucking Schoology, which is even worse. I am kind of glad that they don't use Google Suite, because now I don't have, like, the baggage of, now, like, Microsoft is purely the professional one, and Google Sheets, like, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and whatnot are like, I am doing this for my own sake. Tornado attempt, first attempt of the day. Very good. I should probably practice Tornado and Blade sometime today. Also, yesterday, I was, like, right before going to sleep, I was, like, trying to, like, get a bunch of VODs. Or not a bunch of VODs, but I got, like, a couple of VODs uploaded to the VOD channel. And I realized that I almost lost the VOD that has the Wily Ford end attempt. Like, I was that close to losing that VOD. It was, like, within 1 day of expiring, and I just thought I had it downloaded, but I didn't. VOD channel's up to date now. I just used the time I had today before the dentist appointment to like, download everything. And get it uploaded. Do I have, like, a friend request? Oh, it's just Florian. I'll check that. Actually, I can check that now. It's just Floridian glazing my Discord status. I appreciate it. Being in Blade with, like, mass appeal play is kind of a funny contrast because this is, like, the chillest song in the short playlist and, like, the least chill stage song in the actual game. Like, this song is kind of just tweaking. My nerves going into Blade are lower than they were yesterday, which is good. Okay, I need to be like here-ish to get them to stop spawning. I think this might be the best song on the album the more I listen to it. Like, over What Did You Want Me to Say? Dad said you've been gone. I might be at a point where Blade is like the hardest fight of the game. Or not the hardest fight of the game, but the hardest fight in a robot to do consistently. I've gotten really good at Gemini and the like. So I think Blade is like the one where like stuff happens that I'm not expecting the most. Plug is also creeping up there, but I think the issue there is just managing lag. Like, most of the times when I like get hit on Plug, I'm noticing that it's just I didn't manage lag that well. So the timing for like, for instance, like, I'm cornered and he does, like, a low shot, like a low shot is the second thing of an elect beam. My timing is getting thrown off because I'm expecting there to be more lag than there is, so I'm expecting it to come later than it is. But, like, I didn't shoot to generate that much lag in the first place, so it comes faster than I thought it was gonna come, and I get hit for it. And because you're in the corner there, you can't, like, react to that. But that's a very, like, annoying situation to try and, like, practice. Like, my best bet is just making a save state and then kind of going, like... And then just, like, doing, like, no-hit, no-attacking survival until that situation comes up. Which, like, you're relying on two separate things for that to come up, anyway. So right now, I'm just kind of tanking it when it happens. Crazy fight sync. Hi hi. Oh hi. Hi hi. Snake entry. This is like the second day in a row when I've gotten a snake entry on the first attempt of the day. Like, this happened yesterday, too. That one technically was a ring entry, but I just mismenued, so it was... It was, like, realistically a flame entry. I just went to the wrong level and made a mistake instantly. Good thing, honestly, because if that got past the ring but died to flame, I'm not sure how I would have tracked that. And it probably would've, because... Flame as the last fight in 8 Robos just seems like infinite nerves glitch. Messed up the Strat Award. Okay, my timing for drill dates is way better today. That blue med is one of the scariest enemy placements in the game, honestly. Full screen. How am I still at 100% consistency on Snake? I don't get it. Like, that's like a hard stage to do with nerves, and I still have nerves when I go into Snake. I guess I'm just perma-locked in now? Or like I'm perma-locked in for the time being? I'm glad this strat is infinitely retriable pretty easily. I am, like, trying to be so safe in that room to, like, ensure that I get a safe passage. Up. Down. This is one of the scariest rooms of the game, even though it's not hard. Flame fight. Please, make it over, make it over. Oh my god, that fight is so evil with nerves. I love how in that fight specifically you can tell when my nerves are going crazy because I'm missing so many turnaround shots. Be chill. Don't get attached. Chill, despawn the spine, don't shoot to the right. chill, despawn the spine, don't shoot to the right. Spine is despawned. PB. This room is so fucking scary with nerves. I don't. That's a PB by like 5% of a room, but I don't care. I got past the spine. That's an extremely good first run. That bodes well for today. That's just like a pure nerves mistake, but I'm not too miffed about it. I got, if I messed up to the spine despawn, I would have been more mad. But because I didn't mess up to that, I messed up to what's after that, I am like completely fine with that. It is a PB. It is a marginal one, but it is a PB. And I trust that I can continue to play well after that. After that, like, complete standoff with Flame, I don't blame myself for being, like, insanely nervous. Like, I'd like to get a Wily attempt to the session, but if that's the best I could do today, that's entirely fine. As long as, like, something else happens this session that doesn't make the rest of it feel like a waste. If I just continue playing well, that's like a fine best run to have this session. I'm not even at the point, I didn't even, like, feel anything about it. I was just kind of, the most I responded to that was just like an, if even that. It wasn't even, like, the kind of death where, like, you have it and you laugh because it's just kind of absurd. It's just like, okay, I messed up. That's fine. Which is, like, a very good sign. That I can, like, get hit to the same room, like, twice in a row on PB pace. And, like, not be that mad about it. Technically, that's my third death to that room, but we don't count the second death because I menued there. I mismenued and I went there as the 7th stage instead of the 8th. I do find it really funny how, like, one of the main tenets of that thing I was saying to myself is don't shoot right, and then I immediately shoot right, but it just works out. To be fair, it's not like I was, like, only doing it subconsciously. I just, like, weighed my options and realized I could just, like, shoot that once and be fine. Because of the height difference. Like, it lines up very easily for me to shoot it, and it doesn't create much risk by shooting it. So just trying to dodge it would have been pointless. I sound like such a fucking nerd whenever I talk about this game. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, necessarily, it's just kind of funny. I don't think, honestly, I don't think rolling as icicles falls was good for my nerves. But, like, I think I kind of got over it during the fight. Side note, that was, like, by far the longest flame fight I've ever had. Hopefully the longest one I ever will have, because that was, like, not good. What would have rolled after if as I was This would have been crazy to have play after when I was like calming down. Now I'm like retroactively getting attached to that run. Because dude, this playing after first Wily entry? This play after first Wily entry would have been so fucking hype. I'm retroactively getting attached. Honestly, this might be the best lovesick. Finally go to Gemini after learning that new strat for the Penguin Dispenser. How did I even get a 316 without that? God, I need to practice. I need to find a better way of dealing with that. Just so that I can stop psyching myself out. Hold on, save. Practice. Okay, let's lab this a bit. Is there anything I can be doing to, like, make that, make this... Okay, don't just, like, run straight forward the entire time. Don't just run forward. Maybe, like, hug that wall, and then try and do some movement afterwards? No, that's a horrible idea. Hugging the wall is, like, a good start, maybe. I think something like that could be the play. Like, hug the wall, then try to go in between the gap between the second and the third, and then just run for it. Like, hug this wall, stand here, and then just run through the rest. That looks good, yeah. The the main thing of worry is, like, the second hedgehog, but maybe you can just, maybe you can just, like, wait that out as well. Or you can just, like, continue going through and just have good movement. Either of those works. Oh, is this song so good? I think the thing is, genuinely, whenever I get past ring first room, that's like 95% chance that's the Wily entry. After that, it's just kind of keeping composure and everything. This song honestly might be a cheat code for like Game of Thrones. Like if you roll this on Wily 6, it almost just feels like it is impossible to like lose. Like infinity confidence boost. I think that's really its main role in the playlist. Hi, Pixel. I got a PB by, like, 2% of our room. On the first run of the day. I despawned the spine in Ring, but I got hit before I was able to, like, do much of anything after that to one of the eggs. Enjoy your movie. That reminds me, tomorrow I'm going to see Marty Supreme. I've heard it's really good. I'm looking forward to it. Also, I still gotta watch the new Knives Out movie at some point. That's like the other 2025 movie that I care about that I haven't seen yet. I watched the first 2 Knives Out movies for a class I took last year. And honestly, the first one was like the second best movie we watched for that class. The only thing I had above it was Shining. Hi, Scylla. Colon 3? Colon 3. Girl who doesn't do her strat. Girl who, like, did the worst backup in human history? That's just complete panicking. But that's a mistake I can laugh about. I don't really care that much. I was, like, too locked in to remember what I should be locking in on in that room. Okay, I just micro-adjusted when I didn't need to. I would try to, like, further develop that visual cue for the second Totem and Stone, but since it's like the first stage of the game, I don't care enough. A visual cue that works like 80% of the time, and occasionally, like, you micro-adjust and it's off. That's, like, fine with me. And also, it is to the hardest enemy type to deal with consistently in the entire game. Actually, maybe monkeys are harder. I think monkeys are the hardest enemy type to deal with in the game consistently. $121 door hits? $205, I'm so good. Honestly, I feel like there's a decent chance that, like, by the end of this grind, I'm gonna have played this game more than, like, anyone else ever. Like, this specific Mega Man hack. I feel like the only person who would even come close is like is Rob and Beats, I think his name is. Whoever has the like the regular 90% world record. We should watch the regular 90% world record for this at some point on stream. Just so that y'all can actually see how stupid the weapons in this game are. I did not have to do all that. I did not have to do all that. I did not have to moonwalk past that bullet. That wasn't even me, like, trying to actively be cool. That was just, like, me being like, oh, I might get hit by that. I should try to get out of the way, and then, like, weird stuff happening. I don't even know, like, what I input to get that moonwalk. Oh, also, at some point, I should reveal my Mega Man goals for 2026. I think I'm still too new to this to, like, fully have many, like, specific grinds planned out, so it's just kind of general stuff. The only grind that, like, I know for certain I want to do next year is, Rockman 5 Double Jumper Dash mode. That is a grind that I am, like, very much looking forward to. Anything beyond that is just conjecture and just, like, jotting ideas down. Double Jumper Dash mode is the only grind I have in mind that's, like, an actual proper goal. Okay, remember the strat you learned. Remember the strat you learned. Plug this wall. Get into the gap, and just make a running for it. Hopefully that strike gets embedded, like, quickly enough. Yeah, I went music jump scare. I think this is... No, is Glass Ocean in this playlist? I know it's in the bigger one. It's funny how, like, every room of Tornado is easier than the last one. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was, like, not even conscious of the fact that I pressed left there. Until I saw Mega Man stop. I probably should have backed up there just to be safe, but... It looks cooler to not back up, so I guess it works. For a second, I just thought about the fact that, like, Tornado was a fairly consistent fight, and I remembered what it was like before I was going for this game. Like, just trying to do that fight in isolation no-hit, and I was like, sometimes it just feels like you lose. And now I feel like basically every single mistake I make is my fault to some extent. Either a situation I wasn't prepared for, but could have been, or just an actual execution mistake. And that's a weird feeling. I am, like, so much better at Mega Man because of this grind. Already. Like, this grind has, like, made me, like, much better at Mega Man by this point of the grind than the Mega Man 1 grind did. I've been doing this for, like, a month and a week now. Weirdly, it feels like it's been ages for me, but I think that's just because school has made 2025 feel like it's going at a fucking snail's pace in the moment. 2025 has felt like 4 years smushed into one. I probably don't need to cut it that close on the razor. Anyways. Roll who's hearing voices. I completely, like, did not get that to come out right, like, vocally. Why did I say hearing voices like that? Who did that benefit? Okay, that was a weird spacing thing. I probably should have just continued running under him. I was, like, too far on that side for like, going back to be a good decision. But also, so far, every attempt that has gotten past... I think every attempt that has gotten past Stone has gotten to the first room of... The first room of Tornado, and every attempt that has gotten past the first room of Tornado has gotten to Blade. To Blade fight, at that. Ideally, I'd like some more plug entries, but, like... I'm not miffed about that much. Blade is, like, probably the hardest 8-robo fight for me at this point. Like, I'm just gonna keep it $100. Primarily because of Triple Blade being wonky. It's one of very few attacks in this game that I'm still, like, don't feel confident on my strat with. It's just the best thing I've come up with so far. Maybe I should, like, jot down a list of attacks like that. And then the first, like, 2026 stream, we start by, like, trying to, like, workshop better strats for those. The ones that you can get better strats for, at least. I think that list would include, it would include Triple Blade, it would include Thunderbolt from Porygon Phase 1, and I can't think of anything else right now. Maybe bouncing. Maybe we could, like, lab something for bouncing. What is this ping? Oh, it's, there in a girl who no-hits Infernum. Can a Terraria no-hit girl and a Mega Man no-hit girl be girl moves? Is this anything? How dire is it that, like, my default term for, like, female friend but not girlfriend is girl oomph? How dire is that? Like, whatever, that's just, like, a specification worth making. I'm just kind of a serial oomph/oomphy sayer, I guess. It might be terminal. Oh, that's way too close. If I was going for speed, it would probably be worth it to get closer to the, penguin dispenser, so that it's easier. It's like easier and faster to shotgun. But like, the spacing is more important than the speed. And also, it's not like we're killing it that slowly. We're usually getting, like, 2 shots per jump? Oh, is that the first time I've just, like, cleanly fallen through those bubbles? They're calling it the fastest Gemini ever? I'm over 60% consistency rate on Gemini now? Really? And that's with, like, the stupid crystal deaths. Or, like, the stupid icicle deaths. From when I was just starting to get there. That's actually extremely good. Lol. I didn't skim that message, like, properly. I just, like, looked at, like, a bit of it and then went back to looking at the game, because I need to. Okay, let me read this properly. We're at the airport and go to... Lol. University was like, oh, okay. That's like the reverse of the one, like, parent bathroom story at Fast 50. It is like a distant relative of that story. It's needed. Why did I even start saying it's needed? I think it's just like a funnier way to express that. To like express needing something. Than just saying I need it. It's needed. It's needed. Also, this is, like, unrelated to what's happening now, but that flame fight in the ring entry is reminding me that I should probably be trying to like, shoot the start of Pink? Like, when he's, like, about to transition to Pink. I think that's, like, a good source of damage that's, like, not risky to implement. Because usually, that's happening either after a flame pillar or after a green. Like, a lot of times, you don't even need a turnaround shot for that. Like, you don't need a turnaround shot if it's from a flame pillar. You're already facing him, and you don't need to be doing any movement, like, in that instance. You, like, voluntarily corner yourself for a flame pillar. It's just a matter of timing the input. Back up. Very good tornado fight consistency today. I think I'm just playing well this session, like, flat out. After I got the shakes out on that one tornado room, it's just kind of been... I've just been playing well. Some stone hits, but, like, you're never not gonna have stone hits. Just by virtue of it being the most, like, smash your head into the wallable level in the game. And, like, I don't think I've been, like, barely failing the actual stone fight, like, this entire grind. Girl who's back. I am aware, I saw the goop chat thing. That's beast mode of you. Fuck, I still need to watch Samus Shampoo. This song is so good, but I haven't seen the show it's the opening for. I need to go on a massive Shinichiro Watanabe kick. Am I, like, crazy, or did he, like, work on Sunny Boy on top of Cowboy Bebop and Samus Shampoo? I think something like that is better for this room. Just being more tactical about when you allow them to spawn, instead of just letting them do whatever they do. Bit of a shaky cannon. Are we gonna get on the platform? I should probably make my own music louder. I'll do it whenever I get the chance. Because I've been noticing that, like, the audio balancing today is, like, biasing towards the actual in-game music rather than my Spotify. Like, on my end. I don't know if it's the audio levels are different on stream, but, like, the game music sounds louder than my Spotify playlist right now, and I don't want that to be the case. Especially during Blade. Back to 2 plug entries in a day. Very good. Also, I made the music louder. I don't know if it'll be noticeable or not. But, like, yeah, I've been playing really well today. Basically, no matter what happens this session, I'll be happy. I mean, I already was happy when I got the like, 5% of a room PB. Filtered, I fear. I think this might be my, like, Jeff Rosenstock, like, affiliated song top 3. The top 2 for me is, like, easily Festival Song and Felt Like Vacation, and then I think this is number 3? Maybe Last Bell I Would Ever Hear goes over it. If Last Bell I Will Ever Hear was, like, longer than a minute, it would, like, handily be top 3. I already know this guy. I'm gonna be so annoying about this guy's music in 2026. I've been saying this numerous times, but he is, like, my music, like... As goofy as this sounds, he is, like, my, like, 2026 listening one seed. Like, going into 2026, I'm just, like, sensing that he's gonna be my most listened. Hello? That was sketchy. Back to Snake. Yeah, this has like easily been my best sesh. My god, my thank you base god, thank you base god. Okay, I was overdue for a snake hit. This is like probably one of the hardest screens in the run. I was overdue to get hit here. And the blue Mets are all really scary in this. I'm not mad about that at all. That's probably the chillest I've been into Snake though, which is good. I played like one session of Unbeatable, and then I got like infinity other games, so it's on the back burner. How many games have I gotten like this week between like Switch 2, Steam, and like between Switch 2 and Steam? Okay, so Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza, all three Azure Striker Gunvolt games, all three Blaster Master Zero games, 13 Sentinels, and that's everything I got for Switch 2. And then PC it was Unbeatable, Trails of the Sky First Chapter, the original version, not the remake. I think that was it for like Christmas Day for PC. And then on like the 26th, my family is just doing like a bunch of like small gifts for me for the 26th because it's. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why they decided to start doing it this year, but I'm not complaining. And then like the gift for December 26th was just like Steam money. And then with that, I got BlazBlue Central Fiction, In Stars in Time, Rubai, and what was the fourth game? It was DMC5, that was the fourth game. Dude, that's a whole lot of games. I very much remember typing the word game at any time. I very much remember. For a second, I thought the song was just over there, and then I remembered, no, there's like a minute and a half more. Game? I don't remember typing the word game at any time, dude. I kind of forget there's other things to be good at in Terraria besides bosses a lot of the time. I just forget that game has, like, other things you can do. Didn't someone, like, remake a Toad in Terraria, or did I just make that up? I swear I saw something like that, or like a Toad-style gameplay. Use hose will atone the flower to anything. SMB1 atone port. Oh, shit! How would an SMP1 atone port even work now that I said it? So what you're saying is if Terraria was a fighting game, you'd be the O2 who becomes a commentator. Return. I am being added. I am being spam pinged. What is your fucking problem, Goop Chat? When you see it. AIOU, before you ask, it's clone hero nonsense. This does not concern you. Movement mistake. girl who swapped the girl who had a hotkey that resulted in her present being off. Okay, there we go. I should probably disable the pause timer hotkey, honestly. It would behoove me, I believe. Why does that James Murphy think we want to hit when this is a no-hit stream? Is he fucking stupid? Side note, I should tell Izzy about the SMB What a Tone port idea in group chat. How did I back that up? There's been some crazy shit going on in Gemini this sesh. Also, this is like the least tired out I feel like a session has made me. Usually by now I'm kind of like worn out of attempts, but like I think it's just maybe it's just because the attempts are good and I have a chat going, but like I feel way more like I can just like go for as long as I want. And like how long I want to go for is longer. Which is nice, which is nice. Am I at like 100% consistency on Gemini this session? That's what it feels like. Hi, Pixel. Girl with audio. This is like probably my best session. Best run is still the first run of the day, but this is the first time that I've gotten like two attempts past plug in a day. One got to Snake and one got to Ring. Yup. Another Ring entry that was a PB by like probably like a couple increments of the screen scrolling. Yeah, run it back, run it back, run it back. And like I said, after that I got another Snake entry. That was the first time I got hit the Snake, which was overdue. Why the entry tonight, Queen? Why the entry tonight? Honestly, you could probably despawn that slime. I just don't find it scary enough to need to do that. Like, I'd rather just get through the screen consistently with something that's, like, basically never failing, versus, like, trying to like, learn something new that'll be slower, even if it'll be, like, marginally safer. That's not something I feel like I need a safety strat for. Very weird round start, dive bomb, but thankfully it worked out. I'm starting to think Blade is like the hardest 8 Robo fight now. I said that earlier, but, like, it's just giving me... Like, I've just gotten so good at all the other fights, while Blade still gives me trouble, because of Triple Blade specifically. And also, it's just, like, a hard fight to space. It is probably the hardest, like, spacing fight that isn't, like, Wily Machine Phase 3 in the game. Like, if Shield Walk didn't exist, this would probably be the hardest, like, fight to space in the entire game. It's kind of funny how much I talk about the bosses in this game like I'm playing, like, a Smash match or something. Or even, like, a traditional fighter match. Girl who says round start in a single-player game. I mean, to be fair, it does feel like a lot like trying to play a fighting game for a single-player game. Like, for those standards, at least. In terms of, like, developing a game plan and, like, executing it and then trying to adapt to what, you know, the boss is doing that's, like, making you mess up. It's not one-to-one, obviously, but, like, it's closer than I would have thought. Caught. Okay, he spawned off screen. I thought he was still on screen. I am, like, very, like, proud of how well I've been able to, like, analyze this game. You're almost there, but the fact that there isn't, like, a minigame to play to, like, make the Uma get stronger is, like, the biggest thing. Is, like, the biggest difference point. Also, there's more time pressure. Like, you can't just, like, do the races whenever you want. You have, like, a deadline you want to hit. I haven't actually played Uma in a bit. Probably a good thing, honestly. I had, like, dog shit gacha luck in it. Wait, I think this is my first ever, like, 3 plug entry session. They call me Miss Enters Plug because I enter plug. Trick question, it's actually knowledge. Insert that one, like, YouTube ad from, like, a decade ago of the guy, like humble bragging his wealth, and he's like, I care more about knowledge. That's me. That's triple plug entry girl. That's what her superpower is. As I was saying, I'm like genuinely really proud of how well I've been able to analyze this game and like try and make optimizations to my game plans for everything, given that there's like basically no documentation for this. Yeah. I've used, like, there's, like, been, like, one video I can, like, reasonably use for strats that actually explains anything. And it's just for the boss fights. The stages I have done, like, everything on my own, basically. Basically, because this is Buster only, your route doesn't matter that much, so... Before the first low hit, I just, like, picked a route of what I was struggling with the most at the time, and then I just decided to stick with it. Stone first is because adjusting from Burst Chaser gameplay is a bit weird, low high. Like, because your movement speed is, okay, low. Because your movement speed is so fast in Stone, you want to get it out the way first so you can adjust back to normal speed. High, I think? Yeah, high. Three snake entries in a day. This would have been a good song to roll on, like, Flame or Shake. I'm saying! Literally me, literally me. They are. The ones at the start of this stage, I have, like, the big guys at the start of the stage are, like, I hate those enemy types so much because of what they are in Mega Man 1. In Mega Man 1, whether or not they do a high jump or a low jump is completely RNG dependent. You have no way to, like, deal with it, and if they do a low jump, it is physically impossible to run under them. So if you can't kill them before you, like, get into that situation, it is just a pure coin flip on whether or not you're allowed to pass without taking damage. And they chunk like a third of your health. In this game, it's a consistent pattern. And like basically every enemy type that's like trying to emulate those enemies also uses the consistent pattern. Those honestly are probably the scariest enemy type in the game. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna practice Snake for a bit. I've gotten hit there twice to that screen, but it is like one of the hardest screens of the game. A sec. I'm gonna try and do some low hits tomorrow as like the last thing before 2025. I don't know if it's just one or some, but that's just what the plan is tomorrow. Before 2026, I mean. Probably said the wrong thing. Okay, yeah, I do have a state for the screen. Yeah. Honest? Is that the play? That's probably too risky. That's, like, too dependent on having clean movement. I think just doing this is best. Just spamming and hoping. It seems good, but yeah. Yeah, peek of the mash. That's what I was trying to do, I just messed up the execution on it. You can do that if you want to go fast, but that kind of, like, freaks me out a little bit, so I'm trying to move away from it. That was my old strat, I think. Do the drill spawns always start there? Because if so, maybe you could do like deterministic movement to get them to always do what you want. But also that if you like mess up the movement, then you're running the risk of making that blue Mets spread shot more dangerous. Basically, enemies in Mega Man games, when they're off the screen, they just despawn. The drills are like... The drills in this, they like work on a different thing, where they like run off the screen, and then when they're off the screen, they just respawn, but like... Hold on, let me see if I can get an example of a despawn. Like, hold on. Like, I run off that ladder. And, like, it's off the screen for the, like, duration that it's, for the duration that... Like, when it's not visible on the screen, it's despawned, basically. But, like, getting it to permanently despawn, you can, like... I still don't really know what triggers the permanent despawns? I think it's just a screen position thing, and also it works, but it works... Permanent despawns, I think, are, like, only possible on enemies that are moving on their own. So stationary enemies like blue Mets, you can't do it on. But you can do it on spines and on the minecarts in stone. I think it's just they, like, move into a range where they would despawn on their own. And because that happens, I'm guessing the game is just like, oh... They're despawned. We don't have to do anything with this enemy anymore, so they're just gone forever. That's just conjecture. I don't know if that's actually what's happening, but that seems plausible. Something like that, probably. I think standing on top of that ladder is probably a good idea to make that section more consistent, and then, like, run past that after the blue Met spawns. Or not spawn, after it shoots. Getting my S-verbs mixed up. Like, wait for the blue Met to spawn, for to shoot, and then move. I think that's better. Basically, I did the spine despawn thing, and then I just got hit by an egg because of, like, nerves and shaky movement. Like, I just wasn't moving super carefully because I was so nervous, and that, I just, like, crashed into it, basically. I'm just gonna stand up for a sec. We are not doing 10 squats. I just walked around my room a couple times. Oh, I'm not tabbed in. For what it's worth, back when I did martial arts, I was actually kind of nasty at, like, cranking out push-ups super fast and sit-ups as well. I think my best was, oh yeah, you're right. I think my best was, I think my best for push-ups was, like, 36, like, decent form in 25 seconds. No, 36 and 30. The goal was 25. The goal we had to hit was, like, 25 and 30. Like, that was, like a requirement for the black belt tests. As just, like, a general, like, fitness check. Like, you had to be able to do it consistently. It was, like, 3 alternating sets of push-ups and sit-ups that you had 30 seconds to do, and the goal was to average 25. I think my sit-ups PB was, like, 30? Maybe, like, 31, 32? I think the thing is that, like, doing push-ups fast, it kind of has, like, it kind of, like... This is gonna sound stupid, but it has, like, NES Tetris score scaling, where, like, the more you're able to do, the easier it gets to, like, stack more on them, I guess. Like, you're already good at the motion, so it's just easier to, like, crank it out faster and faster and faster. Like, 10 to 20 is a way bigger jump than 20 to 30 in 30 seconds. Really? That's a very odd jump. I didn't consider that Stone could, like, jump into the corner I was standing in. Am I a bad person for this? I see. Wait, actually, I think I hit the 50-hour mark by now. Surely, right? Actually, yeah, definitely. 50-hour mark between practice and attempts. Only like 60 more to go, and this is my longest accomplishment. Or my longest grind. My longest was 110 on Mega Man 1 no-hit. In like 2022 going into 2023. I tried doing Mega Man 2, but I just got burned out of hard video game stuff. Like, 10 sessions into that grind. Back then I played for shorter sessions, so it was only like 15 hours, but still. I'll probably come back to it after I do this and the next grind I want to do, which is Rockman 5 double jumper dash mode. With weapons, not Buster only. Though it probably wouldn't be absurdly hard Buster only. It is. It's a very fun hack to just like screw around with because it's basically it's the original version of that game. The main movement gimmick was just you can double jump and throughout the places there's D-tanks which like double your movement speed, but dash mode basically just always makes it so that you have double movement speed, which is like since it came out has been like the default way to play that hack. No one cares about normal mode double jumper anymore. It's all dash mode. Yeah. Burst chaser hacks in general seem fun to no-hit. Literally today, one just came out for Mega Man 1 by Stalker Maestro. It's called, like, Super Robot Tyson or something like that? I should play it. I was considering playing it as like the browse session for this stream, but I'm like too locked in to do a browse segment today. Yup. For what it's worth, I think this is roughly how much time it took me to get a Wily entry in Mega Man 1, but I was way, way more focused on attempts in the Mega Man 1 grind. Like, I was basically half and half between attempts and practice by that point, while now it's like a... It's like a... Oh, full PC stutter happened. Lol, 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 lol. That's just a thing my PC does, like, once a day, probably. When this session ends, I should track how many Stone passes and Gemini passes I've gotten, because I genuinely feel like I've had 100% consistency on Gemini today, which is fucking insane. Gemini Man Fighter is a complete bum now. Oh, you don't even need to hug the wall for that strat. You can just, like, go onto it. My first thought was to call Gemini the Ben Simmons of this grind. And then, like, the stint where he was actually good was, like, in practice and, like, during Wily 5. Oh yeah, it is. My god. Fuck, now I'm thinking about this one thing that, I forget who it was, like, that either I sent it to or sent it to me. It was, like... It was just art of, like, a furry girl being, like, me or LeBron, and then, to be funny, I started arguing for why I would take, like, I started, like, arguing as if I would take LeBron. Like, I don't think she has 10 finals appearances. That sort of argument. Why does only acting always seem to, like, roll in relation to good runs? It rolled on the, it rolled on the second Snake Pass, and it rolled right after the first Flame Pass. For the record, I have the radio edit in this playlist because, like, I think the normal ending of this song would, like, explode me if I heard it with nerves. Just because of what it is, and also the radio edit, like, preserves Chorus 2, which is, like, as good as, like, the normal ending is, Chorus 2 in the radio edit is, like, one of the best key changes ever. Yeah, famously. Dude, if only acting was, like, playing when I had to do, like, ring fight for my first Wily entry, I would have just exploded in real life. Side note, Mega Man is like the easiest game to stim on during attempts. Because there's so many sections of like where you're like the shots you're taking don't really matter, and also there's screen transitions where like all of your inputs don't matter. It used to just be trying to shoot to the beat, but now it's just general, like, key taps to the beat, I think. I bonked the ceiling and I didn't know what to do. Silly hit, but I'm getting this many blade entries, I don't really care that much. A girl who just types really fast. Parrot Stream made me start doing, like, monkey type attempts, and I found out that I can hold, like, 220 words per minute for, like, 10 seconds somehow. I choked, like, a billion 15-second PBs in there, because my 15-second PB is, like, 200 on the dot, basically. But I was, like, farming, like, 195 to, like, 197 range. The thing with my 50-second PB is, like, I basically need to, oh, 175, 180, that's beast mode. With my 15-second PB, I basically need to like, have 100% accuracy to PB, because if I make one mistake, then it's, like, too long correcting it. For it to, like, be over 200 at my, like, current max speed. Girl who's getting hit to the totems. I don't know what I'm gonna end sesh today. It's probably gonna be, like, before the 3-hour mark, but just for, like, logistics reasons, but, like, I have that dog in me this session more than I do other sessions. And also, I don't think I've gotten, like, tilted by a single death, so I think I just have an absolutely impeccable mental. Mentally untouchable, but actually. Okay, I think it's... I think the hits to the second totem are like, it's not positioning based, it's like jumping. It's like where you are aerially when the shot comes out, I'm guessing. I am genuinely very proud of how good my mental has been for this so far. I've, like, never, like, significantly gotten mad. Like, beyond just, like, a why did, just, like, beyond just, like, a simple why did I do that, or, like, why is that a thing? I think my mental is just kind of, I'm just kind of, like, taking it for what it is. Like, just radically accepting what's happening as pretty much, like, unless stated otherwise, this is my fault. And just being like, I messed up. That's my bad. We roll it back. That sort of thing. And even if there is something that looks sketchy, I don't default to, like, being like, why is that a thing? I try to, like, understand the sketchiness. What do you mean best 121? My ass did not 121 the Stone fight. Where did you get that from? Did I split by accident? I might have. Why did I do that? Yeah, I think I just split by accident. Oh, you can just, like, jump onto that ceiling? You don't even have to, like, wrap around it? Oh, well, so next stream is probably going to be an early stream, honestly. If I do a next stream, or like a stream tomorrow, or so. Because, like, New Year's Eve, so family's coming over later, and also I'm seeing a movie. So, like, you know. I'm gonna have to, like, get that out early. Marty Supreme. The people I know have seen it are all saying it's really good. Also, if I don't get a Wily entry this session, it's gonna be chill because the low hit I'm doing tomorrow is gonna... The hit I'm doing tomorrow is gonna be a no-hit to Wily 4 Trust. We are 3-hitting tomorrow. I do feel like I'm probably gonna crush the 16 death. Not 16 death, 16 hit. Now that I have early game consistency. Like, realistically, I think I'm feeling like, honestly, I'm feeling like a 7-8 death. 7-8 hit, not death. if not better. That's not, like... That's not creating expectations, I guess. That's just, like... Or I guess it is creating expectations, but it's not creating, like, a goal. It's just, that's what I expect to happen, and, like, whatever happens, happens. I had a way crazier penguin dispenser save earlier. Bro missed everything. Oh, it's midnight now, I guess. I was about to say, is this the first time I've, like, actually played Basic Master, like, going into midnight before I remembered? No, definitely not. Girl who starts New Year's Eve listening to Makami and playing Mega Man hacks. World's first. Okay, I think that might be my first Gemini hit of the day. I should edit this to whatever it was beforehand. But I should watch back the VOD. And then, like, fix that. Girl who goes through the motions. Dude, I just had a stupid fucking idea. What if fucking Medi-Med rolls, like, while I am in... Like, while, like, the ring fight being a no-hit is a foregone conclusion? I think I would just die instantly. Medi-Med are literally wishing death upon me by virtue of this being a Mega Man game. Clearly this is the song we used for the Minus Infinity intro. Oh, what did I hit? Am I like... Am I hitting, like, reset and split at the same time? Is that what it is? That's probably what it is. Also, I haven't played Wily 4 to end since getting the segments, which is probably not ideal, but I just figured other stuff needed more immediate practice after getting that. And given that I put like 20 hours into it, I feel like the muscle memory is still kind of like gonna be seared in there. Oh, did I hit Alt or something? I guess I did. I'm only just now getting to 10k S inputs this session? I guess that's what deep attempts do to you. Deep attempts are playing more, like, non-shooting intensive stuff. Also, I think what helped this session was, oh, God. Undo? Where's the fucking undo button? Whoa, undo a reset? Lol, 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 lol. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Start at like 2 minutes, 10 seconds or something like that. That works. That's just what I did, yeah. Also, I got rid of the other, I got rid of the fake stone entry. That was probably just caused by me hitting reset and split within, like, a frame of one another. Already to 60% consistency on Gemini is crazy. It does slightly tamper with the success chance stats, but it's only about gonna be like by a percent or two. It's fine. And it was already like slightly messed up anyway. It being slightly more messed up is fine. Oh, this is probably gonna be a fake Gemini gold. Because I split on boss kill. So it's like completely skipping out all of the other stuff. Oh, I need to respawn anyway. W time waste? It probably still will be a fraudulent gold split anyway. Unless it's like a very strange Gemini pattern. I need like slightly faster than a 40-second fight. Which is like viable. But a fast fight needs a lot of spread blocks. This room probably has some of the cleanest movement of the run now that I found that new strat. Honestly, this stage in general is just clean movement. Or like as clean as you can get with like while strolling Mega Man 2 movement. Basically I try to stand in between the one that's going diagonal and the one that's going straight down for the pistachio looking guy. And then after I do that, I just like completely run straight forward and jump over the one like hedgehog quill that's on my way. Okay, I didn't get hit there. I only did 3 shots instead of 4 like I needed. Justified ga. Justified ga. Backing up stuff in this game is so scary, like, all the time. Justified? -2. You can... Actually, is that -2 worthy? I don't know if that's a -2 or a +2. Plus -0. I'll get back to you on that one. Side note, at one point during, like, Blue's most recent, Silk Song True Ending PB, you could, like, see him reading a message of me being, like, he made a joke about, I think he made, like, a music reference joke, and I was like, I understand the reference, but I don't know if I should be +2ing or -2ing this, because I don't know if it was, like, an actually well-constructed joke. You could workshop that one. And he reads, like, the you could workshop that one during the run. I think it's, like, late during Act 3. Like 2 hours, 40 minutes, I think? The joke is about Julian Casablanca's side project of the Voids. My god. It's very funny being, like, one of the people in, like, Blue's chat who, like, 9 times out of 10 understands the music reference. Or, like, probably 10 times out of 10, honestly. I don't know if he's ever thrown, like, me personally a curveball. I mean, usually it's either Radiohead or the Beatles, so it's not, like, super deep cuts anyway. I think The Void is, like, the deepest cut I've heard him invoke. Oh yeah, that song does exist. Confessional, I've never listened to a Daft Punk album front to back. Somehow. I've heard individual songs, I just haven't sat down to listen to any of them in full. Discovery has been on the docket for, like, years, though. I've been very bad at listening to full albums for the past couple months or so. Usually I'm not, but I've just, like, not been, like, listening to that much outside of... I just haven't been listening to that many full albums. If I want to, like, listen to something, usually it's... Usually I just throw on the playlist, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. There are a lot of 2025 albums that I miss that I want to listen to at some point, though. Usually I do like a December, like a late November, through December, like, albums I missed cleanup. But I was, like, not able to, like, listen to anything. Like, at all. So, like, starting the cleanup would have just been, like, a lost cause. I don't think there's anything I'm super anticipating dropping in 2026, though? Besides, Paradol LP5. But we don't even have a name for that. It's just Paradol LP5, and I think it's just... It's probably dropping 2026. The cross-up is crazy. New quadruple plug entry, girl. I can probably find a way to, like, sync my jumps at this stage to this beat, but I don't feel like it. Also, I should probably, like, list out my Mega Man goals for 2026. At some point. I'll probably just post them to the server. God, this song is so fucking good. Spoilers, I am using this song in the 90 doc. This song is getting used in the 90 doc. I already know what scene it's gonna be for. We are, like, I'm just gonna outright say it, this is probably the song I'm gonna use for the first final third entry montage. It's true. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello again? In the corner again? I think that's the nastiest plug pattern I've ever gotten, but I played it well. I think when he's in the corner, you wanna jump earlier than you normally do, because... yeah. Him being cornered is scary, not even because of just you being cornered, but also, like... because you're in the corner, it's, like, weirder with, like, the lag generation from the elect beams. Because, like, you shooting on top of the elect beam being there generates a lot of lag, but when you're in the corner, it's not a thing as much, because they get off the screen way faster. So the timing is actually different because there's less lag when you're in the corner. But you have to do it way earlier. That's why I thought the timing was weird in the corner sometimes. There was just a difference in lag, and that difference in lag made it so that it was getting fired faster? These games are very poorly optimized to handle lag, if you haven't been able to tell. Thank God this isn't a Mega Man 3 hack. Mega Man 3 lag handling is actually just memes. It's so bad. There's speedrun strats where you take a fake death. There's multiple speedrun strats actually, where you like set something up to like despawn the music because the music not being loaded helps lag. Like it helps the game lag less because it's deloaded. And one of them involves, like, dying through a screen transition, so it's like... it looks extremely goofy. Ah, I thought... Ah, that's frustrating. I misjudged what tile it was on. I thought it was a tile higher. That's fine. Oh, I need to fix this. I need to fix this gold at some point. Bro. If this wasn't Mega Man 2, I genuinely could have just slided under that if this wasn't Mega Man 2. But, like, I feel like the same mistake would have happened. Where I just misjudged what tile it was on. I think that might have been GG's, actually, if it's at that height. I've been, like, super chill going into Snake, but I've been, like, failing it more, I think, because I'm so chill going into it. I've, like, talked about this a couple times, but I have this, like, theorem, basically, where, like, as you start getting to a part of the run in a grind more consistently, the quality of your runs to that part go down for a stint, because you're getting more runs where you aren't fully locked in to that part of the grind. So, like, the quality of runs that are making it there is lower, and therefore you're, like, more likely to screw up when you've, like, been there multiple times, rather than on the first try. The first, like, couple tries. And then usually it levels off, and it's, like, gets to normal consistency, but, like, that is still very much a thing, I notice. Like, being able to, like, do runs of a stage, or, like, a section of the game, while you're, like, not 100% locked in, while you're only, like, 80% locked in. Bro who misses a turnaround shot. Boz crushes skull, thanks. I saw MJQ and I just thought Michael Jordan Jr. New player. Michael Jordan Jr. I think I saw the J. I saw like 3 letters that start with an M and have a J in it, and I just thought Michael Porter Jr. So I just like I just reverse engineered it from there. Michael Jordan Jr. New username. I mean, I would not expect Michael Jordan Jr. to be an anthropologist, so the username is accurate. It's true. If I should get it to Celeste like that, and then I just have, like, Quag. I just, like, put, like, a Quag somewhere in it. It's just a basketball player name, but there's, like, Quag somewhere in there. Surely. The Quag James, sure. That is significantly better. Shaquago Nog. New one. Actually, wouldn't it just be pronounced Chicago at that point? Fuck, who is it that has their Goldberries username as, like, Egg Floggy Quoggy or whatever it is? Right now? I don't recognize who they were originally, I just know that's what they have it as now. No, it's like playing off Egg Floggy Goggy. Like, someone else made their Goldberries username Egg Floggy Quoggy in reference to that guy. I think I've come around on the Quog thing. I have fully accepted that his name is Quog and not Hot Dog. I think it's just much funnier to say Quog is the crux of it. Quog is just a very good syllable. Girl who quogs. Quog. Yeah, just like completely mash that point on. Don't worry about trying to. You're not doing like a no this perfect. You can just mash. Honestly, I don't know if I would like no this perfect or not. I don't. The thing is, like, my playstyle involves a lot of like mashing shots. Just like, in order to make sure one of them hits. It's like maximizing opportunities for damage. I've been considering trying to know this perfect, the final boss of this hack. But the thing is, I feel like that only really buffs Phase 2. I don't feel like Phase 1 or Phase 3 get much harder because of it. They call me Miss Enter's Blade because I enter Blade. Sure, I guess we could roll painters. What if this is the Wily entry and it lines up perfectly? Ten plug entries. 10 plug entries total. Oh my god. I think I doubled them this session. Fair enough. I might wrap up this stream pretty soon anyway. I'm starting to get, like, slightly sleepy. It's not, like, bad sleepy anyway, it's, like, it's manageable. $12:30 a.m. My times would be considered reasonable. Usually I don't even... Usually when it's like... Usually I naturally get sleepy at like 2 a.m. Which... Not ideal. Not ideal. I do think this was a very good session for, like, desensitizing me to getting to the back half of 8 Robos. Tragic. Oh god. I was scared because I got stuck to the glue at the start and I was worried I was gonna get hit by the force beam. Girl who 60 tank pick up with the song. Yeah, there's floor glue as one of the main gimmicks of that stage. Where you have to, like, jump on it to move anywhere. Hello? Hello? Hi. Back to stick. Don't get attached. Don't get attached. Just chill. Just chill. Okay. Fucking blue that I hate. Out of the acid rain section again. Oof. Don't get attached. Oh, with stream? Okay, that's fine. I don't have my OBS visible right now, so I couldn't tell. It was probably just like a hiccup on the server's end. These two. That is probably the scariest room in the game. This song is not good for my nerves. Rig entry. Whatever happens, happens. Off the screen. It's not despawned yet. It's despawned. PB. Room PB. I think the song ends before the stage finishes. So I don't have to fight Ring with the 200 BPM part playing. I was so nervous about that bullet arc. I was so nervous about that bullet arc. Ring fight. Whatever happens, happens. Oh my god! This is like the one song that was worse for my nerves than Painters. This is the one song that would have been worse for my nerves than Painters. I literally don't care what happens to this run. I literally do not care what happens to this run. I do not care what happens to this run. I have a Wily entry. 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 This is a crazy song to roll on your first Wily entry. Oh my god. I'm so fucking shaky. My hands are like starting to go numb. You haven't even played this game in your life and you're shaky! We're getting attached. We are getting attached! Eek. I didn't realize I was still on that platform. I thought I was on the platform below. I did not like that either. Okay, I think my heart rate is starting to chill. I think it's just that I'm realizing that anything after this is just like window dressing. Rounder fight. First try by the one. The crazy rolls just keep coming. We are fluking to a 2 segment before we even get full fortress. Yeah, you don't need to kill that monkey, you can just let him scroll himself off the screen. Most useless enemy kill ever. Lock in. Up. Back. Down. Up. Back. Down. Up. Back. Finally 3. Don't get attached. I'm rolling up my sleeves. This bitch genuinely thinks she's white. You're true. I was 1 HP off killing that? I have been so much less nervous for Wily than I have for, like, Flame and Ring. It's crazy. I think it's just that I have no expectations for this now, so, like, whatever happens, happens. What? Okay. I just have to... My mom was, like, telling me something. I mean, I was gonna, like, end session after this anyway. I'm probably not even gonna do sheet stuff, honestly. I think I'm just gonna restart this room. Wait, why have I never tried just shooting this hedgehog? I tunnel visioned myself so hard that I never thought to shoot this hedgehog. I just realized I could draw a circle around my guitar for no reason. For very good reason, actually. Porygon. Oh, I literally don't even care. I literally don't even care. I literally don't even care that I got hit to the easiest attack on this fight. I got to Wily 3. I didn't even just get a Wily attempt. I got to Wily 3. I first tried Wily 1. I first tried Wily 1. I first tried Wily 1. What is that? Literally, what is that? I have a Wily 3 entry in like 50 hours? Okay, we're making it the status. We're making it the status. I think all of the nerves just shook off, like, once I got past Wily 1. Or, like, once I, like, realized I was gonna do the rounder fight. Okay. Okay. Well, this is like the best session of all time, and it's not close. Not even slightly. Okay, I am gonna do shoot stuff. I've decided I'm gonna do shoot stuff. Dude, if I did this fight, if I did this fight, this would have been a 2-segment. This would have been a 2-segment if I did this fight. What is that? Literally, what is that? This might not even be a 100-hour grind. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god, I need to update the entry counts. So 10 plug entries. And Wily 1 entry. Okay. This was a 3-hour session? It did not feel like that. My legs are still kind of shaky. Wait, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I need to, like, actually format this now. 14. Center to... Hold on, what color is this? Okay, I'll just do like 1. Maybe like 2, actually. That looks good, yeah.
Wait.
I'm just gonna add all the data stuff. I'm not gonna do the formatting. Actually, no, I can do the formatting stuff. It's not gonna take long. Okay, okay. Let's... Big, large, massive, huge. Big, large, massive, huge. As we say, famously. Okay, who do we raid? Who do we raid? Who do we raid? I'm gonna raid Rob. I'm gonna raid Rob. The one guy who actually knows what he's watching in this grind. The one guy who actually knows what's happening. Alright. Yeah? Oh wait, hold on, I should be like, yeah. Yeah. I have a Wiley 3 entry. What do you mean?